Hello, my name is Charles Hopkins, and I'm the middle school science teacher at the American School of Kinshasa. For those of you that don't know, Kinshasa is located in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's in the center of the continent, the largest country here, and it used to be a Belgian colony. And then Kinshasa is all the way on the west side, bordering the Republic of Congo, and the Republic of Congo's capital is Brazzaville, and if I were to go outside, I could actually see Brazzaville from across the river. We are two of the closest capital cities in the world, and it's been very enjoyable living here and working at this school. So the purpose of this part of the video is to give you more information about TASOC, which is what we call the American School of Kinshasa, because it's quite the mouthful to say over and over again. So at TASOC, we have 30 different nationalities, at least, probably give and take, depending on the school year. We have a lot of students leaving partway through the year, coming in partway through the year, because a lot of these jobs are somewhat temporary, and admission to the school is included in some packages for if you're working in certain embassies or certain businesses. And because of that, we do have an influx of different students, as well as keeping some throughout their entire schooling, depending on their parents' jobs. 6 different religions. I have a mix of students from all different backgrounds, all different religions, and it's become quite amazing being able to teach all of them and talk about the international mindset, which is a huge part of the international school setting. So we are, hello, and for this next part, you'll actually be able to see all of the countries that are represented at the school. We had an international day, so I was able to get all the flags on the way down. So this is our student population.
Albania, Australia, Belgium, 7th grade, Cameroon, Chile, Canada, China, Congo Republic of, Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, France, grade 6, Germany, Greece, Haiti, India, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Kenya, South Korea, Lebanon, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mauritius, Mexico, Nepal, high school, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nigeria, Norway, Smiles, Pakistan, Philippines, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Awesome Sauce, Sierra Leone, woo! Slovakia, St. Lucia, I don't even know that one, South Africa, Spain, welcome, it looks delicious, Swaziland, Sweden, Switzerland, Thailand, Sawadika, Turkey, good morning, oh that's awesome, UK, and USA.
Okay, and for my 3D assessment, I chose my 6th grade students. They were doing a unit on matter and how it changes. So I was going to do a couple labs and a final assessment about water filters. So going through fits in with the following science and engineering practices: developing and using models, the core idea, structures and properties of matter, and then cross-cutting concepts, cause and effect. Now, here's what I had planned. So first, they had a mixtures lab. So I gave them various mixtures and ways to separate them, using filters, coffee filters, tweezers. They could use their hands, they could use pipettes. And so they were in stations, and then ended up going around to each one. So this was to set up their first one, and then they had to create the other ones in their science notebook. So they had to tell me the mixture, how they separate it, their hypothesis, tool. They had to use 2 tools, and then they had to have a claim, evidence, reasoning, conclusion for the end of it. As we did that, we started talking about different mixtures and what makes things impure in science, which then led to the Clean Water for All assignment. This is the one that I ended up grading and using for the 3D assessment. If you want to take some time to read it in its entirety, I'll let you do that. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see. This is what they had to do. The bottom part is just saying that if they are how they're going to receive their 7 points, and if they didn't do it, I had an essay assignment, and if they don't complete my tasks on time, they're given an essay assignment that has to be completed until it's 6 or higher to keep them accountable. So for their Clean Water for All assignment, they had to develop a water filter that made clean, pure, drinkable water for the people of the DRC. And they had a variety of ways to do it. One student actually made his, I believe this is his PowerPoint, yeah. So he was able to go through, and they love these so much. So it shows like step by step how he got all of his materials, went home, got stuff for it, put it all together, then drank the water. And he actually brought it into class. He brought the water filter and then took sink water, which you don't drink in the Congo, and drank it for us, which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. So that was kind of what I was looking for within the assignment. They didn't have to make a filter just because some of the kids live in a complex. They can't really go out and do things, and a lot of their parents are gone all the time. So it's really hard for them to actually create things that aren't done in class. And I think that's how I'm going to change it a little bit next year. As the data, I was able to grade them in the end. Here's their grades and how it's broken down. I had one student receive a 1, unfortunately. They came in with close to nothing. So we had to talk about that, how it's basically going to be redone. 8% of the students had 2, none had 3, 4% had 4, 32% got a 5, 20% got a 6, and then 32% got a 7 and met all criteria. Overall, it was a success. I think I want to give the students a little bit more the benefit of the doubt and make part of the rubric they actually have to make something. Some of them had really good ideas, and some of them brought water filters that they use at home, and it really brought a cool discussion of like why is it drinkable? Like the water is clear. And I brought it in my 7th grade class, and they tested the tap water, and it was completely 7 on the pH scale. They're like, why isn't it safe to drink? And then we had that further discussion with that. For the values of this, it was really helpful for the kids to be able to go out and make something and know that they can do something like that. And then it went on to their put an experiment on all of their tests. So they have to identify the independent variable, dependent variable, and control variable. This was the 6th graders' questions. Your classmates have created water filters to bring clean water to the people of the DRC. Create an experiment to find out what water filter would create the best drinking water to the people of the DRC. And I wanted them to do it with over a 5-year span with the people here. And they had to identify each of the variables. And then that was part of their summative assessments. That was kind of the way I closed it out, where we could end up actually giving clean water to everyone. What's holding us back? And the big part was education, which was really cool. Data, value and claims, closing the loop, and I believe that is it. I look forward to hearing any feedback, and I really enjoyed doing this 3D assessment, and I hope I can do more of them in the future. Thanks for listening.